Recently got married, and Elle noticed we both watch a bit of porn since we had no recent sexual partners before marriage. It became more obvious when he started watching porn as I gave him handjobs and BJs. I didn't say anything because it was a quieter and quicker way to come. We live with his mom and now have long-term guests. For him, he said it gives him that extra motivation to come. I then noticed he preferred handjobs and BJs than penetration. When I asked him, he said he prefers penetration, but he can't really come that way. So I finish him off with BJs. And he has started to watch porn while we have intercourse. So I proposed we watch less porn and not have sex every day. Every other day, or just a bit of teasing and fondling on the in-between days. He agreed and seemed fine. That same day, but at night, we had fallen asleep. But in the middle of the night, we wanted to do it. I was giving him a BJ and it seemed like he was really enjoying it. He does every time, but he asked if he could watch a video porn. I stopped and cleaned my face off and rolled over, cried silently, myself to sleep. He was silent. He had spooned me, but then turned around to sleep. So Ita for stopping as soon as he asked to watch porn on the same day he agreed we should stop. How would you handle this? Dredgerbill commented. For whatever reason, be it preference or habit, his brain is currently wired that the porn is part of what makes orgasms happen. It's like guys who are so used to a chokehold grip while they masturbate that they can't orgasm from anything else. Talk with him honestly and openly and without judgment about the whole subject. Then agree to play some fun games where he doesn't get to orgasm unless X thing. This week it has to be with porn, but only after he gets you off and spends 20 minutes on penetration. Next week it's blowjobs without porn. The week after that it's only handjobs while he tells you all about his hottest fantasies. Bond over it all together and talk about it all together. He might have some kinks you don't know about, and you might have some he hasn't quite understood yet, but both of you can make the experience of sex together awesome. But he needs to respect where you are and what your needs are. And if he hasn't understood that you are feeling bad when he asks for porn, then you guys definitely need to talk about that part. Try to figure out all the reasons it makes you feel bad and then how you can verbalize that to him in a way that he sees you want to work on this together. If he won't value your feelings on this and isn't willing to work with you so that you can both feel fulfilled and satisfied, then he's 100% the issue. Cake Puncher 2 responded, piggybacking off this comment to provide my personal experience. This insight is 100% correct. My wife and I have been happily married for 3 years, and our sex life has greatly, if gradually, improved over that time. We do go through periods, though, where we're busy with work, tired, depressed, etc., and aren't having a lot of physical intimacy. I personally have a tendency to turn to porn during these periods for sexual gratification, and I find that ultimately it makes it 100 times more challenging to be intimate with my wife and finish. For this reason, I try to avoid it entirely. I'm not always successful, but when I am, it improves the experience for my wife and I significantly. If I could flip a switch and be done with porn, I would. But between ease of access and overall having addictive tendencies, it's been challenging. For resources, I would recommend this website app called Fortify. The objective of their program is to help the user completely get off porn. But regardless of whether that is your objective or not, it provides a lot of information and science to back up the information they're providing. Itchy Passion Aeon65 also commented, I'll just preface this by saying, I'm that guy. I'm him, but probably worse. I'm a bit older. I'm 40. I was one of the 80s babies with a computer in my room and the early internet. I've watched porn tens, if not hundreds of thousands of times. I watched porn by dial-up. It jacked up my brain and I jacked up my marriage. We've moved past it, but it'll never be the same. So I'm not looking down my nose at your husband. I'm literally him. But I've walked this road and I feel almost compelled to help when I see it. Some things I've learned. Porn is a compulsion, not an addiction. If you do a lot of meth, I get that when you go to quit, there is some level of sickness as your body cleans out. That may make you feel so sick you relapse. I get it. Porn isn't like that. Porn is in your head. You are horny or bored. You can quit the moment you want to and choose to, not before, and no one can make you. So if he wants to quit, he can quit right now. Period. Because cold turkey is the only way it works. Me personally, I was able to quit not because I hit bottom. When I hit bottom, I just got better at hiding it. I quit when I loathed myself enough to be disgusted with myself. Then I quit and never went back. Another thing, everyone suggests therapy. In and of itself, complete waste of time. It's mostly designed to make you okay with your dysfunction. The only time therapy is helpful is if it's accountability therapy like PA or something. Peer support where you have to face the circle, not comfy couch in the office. One other big thing to avoid making this a super long thing. You were hurt by his choices to watch a video when he was with you. You said you cried to sleep. First off, I'm sorry. Second, you need to never backslide on this. No more videos. Period. When together or not, and unfortunately that hurt is going to linger. If he has trouble performing or finishing, you will now always wonder if he's using again. So unfortunately, the best path is now closed to you. So you need to decide how to move forward, knowing this is a problem. My illustration. I drop my wife's favorite plate on the floor. It shatters. I'm sorry. I forgive you. The plate is still broken. No amount of sorry puts it back the way it was. This has been my life for 20 years. I hope it helps in some way. I certainly want you to move forward and have a better sex life than I do. I wish I'd known then what I know now. Patient Rabbit 801 said, definitely NTA. I was having trouble with finishing with my partner as a result of consuming too much porn. Porn addiction and its impacts on people's sex lives is super common but not widely discussed because there is so much stigma about it. I felt like I couldn't talk to anyone but my partner about it, who thankfully was super supportive and receptive. What I ended up doing was blocked porn websites from my computer, and every time I had the urge to masturbate, I relocated to my bed and just got off by using my imagination or just being present in the erotic experience. I also made sure to masturbate with plenty of lube because I would often masturbate without it and end up desensitizing myself, making it harder to come while having penetrative sex. What I found was that in less than a month, my sex with my partner and my ability to come had improved, and some body image issues I had been experiencing pretty much went away. Plus, the orgasms I was having while masturbating without porn or any other external stimulation were way more intense and pleasurable. Everyone's journey is going to be different, but I think the most important thing is communication. Acknowledging there is an issue and that y'all will need support, and what y'all are going through is completely normal.